Howdy everyone, it's Tizzy back with another tutorial. Some players may have noticed that I never mentioned the treasure hunting events that happened during January, May, and September. That's because I wanted to put the event in its own video. The event is, well, an event in itself. It would be pretty repetitive to go over the event during 3 different videos, so I'd rather have one video to link in those tutorials to refer to. Unlike the other events, the treasure hunting event is fairly new and has, from what I could see, no event tutorials on YouTube. As many of you are probably aware, long-form Lioden content hasn't exactly been a thing on here for probably 3 to 5 years now. TikTok has been the main form of video content when it comes to Lioden. That's why I started making Lioden content in the first place, honestly. Since the treasure hunting event came out after Lioden content stopped being made, there's nothing on it, so it deserves its own video. I also want to clarify that this tutorial is being written in January 2025. Events change every year. Some differences may happen in a year or even a few months. I'll probably make an updated version if I feel this video is getting too outdated, but otherwise I'll just leave a pinned comment for small updates that are important to know. With that long explanation finally out of the way, let's get to the event. This event is different from other Lioden events, so let me explain what it is. If you're a new player watching this in the beginning of January, May, or September, you've probably thought, this event isn't going on right now, what's this guy on about? That's because this event, unlike the rest of the events, only goes on for the last 10 days of the month. And obviously, another difference is that it happens 3 months out of the year rather than 1 month. That gives us a full 30-day month a year with this event. Let's finally start with how this event works. In the Events tab, you'll be greeted with a redirect to the treasure hunting page. Here, you'll find a map with 81 tiles. You'll need a sub-mail to participate. If you don't have one, you'll find that sub-mails get a bit expensive at this time. You'll have better luck buying an adolescent male and waiting for him to reach 2 years old, or buying a lioness that you can sex change. Anyways, once you have your sub-mail, you can click on a tile and send him out to find treasure. In 15 minutes, he'll return with 1 small prize from the rewards pool and 2 to 4 doubloons. Doubloons, as you probably guessed, is the event currency. You'll see this shortened to DBL. When you send your sub-mail out, there's a chance they'll return with a treasure map. These treasure maps are like gold. You'll return to the map with a show clue option. It will show a drawn version of the map with a red X over a specific area. Keep in mind that there are multiple maps, so the clue might be for a map that you don't already have up. Don't worry, you can easily change maps by clicking below. The red X is where you'll find the treasure. Discovering the treasure, your sub-mail will return with 15 to 25 doubloons as well as 2 items from the treasure rewards pool. However, there is also a chance for you to get a treasure map exclusive item or decor from the event shop. Yup, there's an event shop to spend your doubloons in. This is the Treasure Cove. You can find lots of decor here and some pretty sweet items like coffee beans and ochre powders. If you're looking during January or September, you'll also be able to buy an applicator. You'll also find that the Treasure Cove decors change depending on the month. January has typical pirate decor, May has Viking-inspired decor, and September has more of that weathered look. Different months also have different maps that you can explore. It's just a different visual, there's no gameplay difference, but I think it's neat. Anyways, there's nothing in the Treasure Cove that goes for a super high amount, but ochre powder is a good way to make some GB between these months. Since ochre powder is available in January, May, and September, there's not really a peak season, but it's as good as you'll get when it comes to the Treasure Cove. I usually spend my doubloons on coffee beans. I use my coffee beans in explore-heavy events like February and September, so they're a good item to use during those months. Though none of that is to say there isn't a way to make profit. Remember the treasure map exclusive items? They're special, but there doesn't look to be anything great at first glance. Seriously, is anyone there spending more than 60 silver beetles on suspicious tadpole of all things? There's really only one item that comes on top, the Siren's Call. This item is amazing. For 15 minutes, the Siren's Call will slightly increase the amount of event currency you gain from the events. In the off-season, these can go for around 20 to 25 GB. In popular energy-intensive events, I've seen this go up to 45 GB. There's no real tip for getting a Siren's Call. Since it pulls from the treasure map pool, all you can really do is send out your sub-mail every 15 minutes and pray. And with that, that's the whole event. It's not a huge event, hence why it only goes on for 10 days every 3 months, but I figured it was worth its own video regardless. Hope you all enjoyed. As always, feel free to let me know if you have any suggestions or questions or whatever. And yeah, that's about it. I'll see you in the next one.